Rock Parsons. I've been affiliated with wrestling for almost 30 years, and we've got all kinds of classic matches for you on this DVD. Very exciting. All the top names in wrestling, the best matches you're going to see, and most of you haven't seen any of these things for almost 30 years. I have with me today a co-host on this. He's been through 9,000 matches, held numerous regional and world titles. I'm talking about the Masked Superstar.
Rock, it's nice to be here, and I'm excited about this opportunity.
I'll tell you, I'm excited too. I didn't mean to talk over you there, but this is something we need to get to. There's a lot of action here. This brings us all back to where we were before.
Well, you know, the fans are going to see a wide variety of classic championship matches, classic matches.
Yes.
Not the TV matches you've been used to the last couple of years. Something that you could put it in and view it, and your family's going to be able to sit and watch it. You're not going to have to cover their eyes. You're not going to have to ask them to leave the room. And you know what? I've really enjoyed going over these and being able to handpick some of the matches, because a lot of these guys, I physically got in there and I either hit in the nose, kicked in the face, or got kicked or hit by them. So there's a lot of these individuals I've got expertise knowledge on. So I'm looking forward to each and every one.
Now, you know, this next match we've got coming up here is, well, it's Boa Brazil's brother.
Hank James.
Yeah, big money Hank James. And I know you know this other guy. You spent a lot of time with him during the Mid-Atlantic days, Brute Bernard.
Unpredictable Brute Bernard. Brute Bernard was a scary individual in the ring. He was a scary individual if you saw him walking down the street. Let's watch this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, will be a one-fall 30-minute time limit. Introducing from Harlem, New York, weighing in tonight at 250 pounds, Hank the Money Man James. If you can beat my man, I will give you $5,000 personally. But you can't do it. And from Montreal, weighing 268 pounds, the Brute.
Managed by Sir Dudley Clements. The Brute is putting $5,000, rather Sir Dudley Clements, the wealthy, arrogant manager of the Brute, is putting $5,000 of his own money on the line to the man who can beat the Brute in a brass knuckles bout. And Hank James has picked up the challenge for a brass knuckles bout. That's what this is. Hank James has challenged the Brute to a brass knuckles match. Clements with a worried look on his face is up on the apron of the ring. Hank James trying to hold the Brute off. Hank James on the ropes. The Brute on top of him. The Brute wears back and misses with a haymaker right. Hank James lays a left jab on the head of the Brute on the chin. The Brute not even putting up his protection now. Gives Hank James a headbutt. Hank James gives the Brute a headbutt. It's a standstill. A standoff, I might say. It's a standoff between these two stars. Brute falls back. He's tied up in the ropes. Hank James has a couple of headbutts. Put the Brute into the ropes. Has him tied up in the ropes. He gets a wind up, and here it comes! Right to the head. And another one. Hank James laying it on him. Hank James has given no quarter tonight to the Brute in this brass knuckles bout. The Brute still tied up in the ropes. Comes out of the ropes now, grabs Hank James in a side headlock, hammers him with a right. The Brute pounding away with his fists. Deadly weapons of the Brute. These two fists. Here comes the Brute. Hank James right over the top. top rope. Hank James over the top rope, onto the apron in the ring, knocks the table over. There goes everything. There goes the table and everything else. The Brute and Hank James fighting on the outside. The Brute pounding those rights into the head of Hank James. Hank James, his head driven into the turnbuckle. What a free-for-all battle. What a free-for-all battle this turned out to be. A brass knuckles bout between Big Money Hank James. Hank James comes up on the apron now. He body slams the Brute. Hank James body slammed him once. He body slammed him twice. Hank, distracted by Sir Dudley Clements, looked around and the Brute hammered him one on the jaw. The Brute hammered Hank James on the jaw. Hank James to his feet and the Brute hammers him again. Hank James falls backward. The count is in. The count is in. That's it. The count has gone to 10. It's all over. That's it. The count is to 10. Chuck Allen's going to try to get in the ring, but the Brute is beating Hank James with a chair. The bout's over. It's pandemonium out here. We're trying to stay out of the way, and the Brute came right outside this ring, grabbed that chair, and has gone into the ring, and he is into it with Hank James. Chuck Allen is trying to make his way into the ring to make an announcement. I think we're going to get him now. Let's go. Here comes Bobo.
Hank James counted out the winner, the Brute.
The Brute has won it, but Bobo Brazil is in there. He has come to the aid of his brother Hank James. Bobo Brazil is putting it on the Brute there. Bobo Brazil coming in to the aid and the rescue of his brother, Big Money Hank James. And it's a good thing that Bobo Brazil was around, because Hank James might not be here had it not been for Bobo Brazil. That's all the time we have. Stick around, though. We'll be back with more Big Time Wrestling.